Hello, my name is Grian, welcome back to Minecraft Evolution. It is good to be back. It is time to reopen the Empire, and you probably were wondering where I've been for the last week. You probably were expecting an episode of something or a video of some kind in the last 7 days. Now the truth is I've been horribly addicted to a zombie survival game. I'm a little ashamed, a little proud as an addictive gamer, but it has consumed my life. Anyway, let us continue. As you can see, I've added the third pillar, and I must say it looks significantly better. And the reason I was up there, I've already started a base here, which I'll get to later, but you'll see that I've also added something up here, which is why I was standing up there, because I've been toying with the idea of not creating one of these, which do look pretty cool, but another one of them that goes down and down again, and then another bit of clay, and then it connects down over here. Now, I think it could be too much. It could be way too busy, so I'm sitting on that idea for now, just like I did these. Eventually, it will come to me. Oh, hello, Tortoise. Tortoise is on the server building, which is nice. So, yeah, let's reopen the Empire, which is going to be nice. Now, Tortoise and I have obviously had a bit of a silly feud going on, and I want to put that to rest in today's episode. I was also thinking we could go to spawn and... oh, what has happened here? I was thinking we could go to spawn and perhaps do a bit of cleaning up. Time to open up shop. And trust me, I saw the amount of people that told me that Minnie has been in the base. But I also found this. Hey, Pete Beals here, that's Timmy, Solidarity Gaming. Just returning a stolen item. The Mafia stole it while you were away. Hope you had fun. Property police, good cop. Block of gold. I honestly don't care that much, if I'm honest. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just a block of gold. Like, gold really doesn't have any use for me at the moment, so no big deal. Now, I'm going to put all of my rebuilding resources in here for the time being, because I want to go and do a little bit of exploring. I need to also... oh, yeah, actually, I wanted to check something out, and I don't know if it's possible in this version, but we're going to find out. So there's actually something I want to try, and that's why I've got myself some rails and a minecart. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work. I think I'm using an old glitch. I'm not sure. I know it's possible in recent versions using ender pearls. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. So what do I want to do today apart from sort of clean up spawn? I'm going to need a lot of little bits of resources like cobblestone and dirt and all sorts of landscaping tools. So let's just fill up. It's about time I put this stuff to good use. We'll take a bit of gravel. Bit of dirt. Oh, I got so much dirt. So I've got all of my materials to go and do some stuff at spawn, and I did mention earlier that I'd started building here, but as you can see, I've kind of stopped midway, and that's because I'm not entirely sure what to do yet. And I have a vision in my mind, like in my mind's eye, I can picture almost perfectly what it's going to look like. Now, I knew that this big cylinder that looks kind of like an hourglass would look like that. I didn't picture these, which is why they've come out a little bit funny looking. So let's head over to spawn and do some work. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of this cage. It is pretty dark down here now, actually. Oh, it feels good to be back at it. I tell you what, I've been relaxing, which it was really much needed. I was super busy in December. I didn't take a day off. And yeah, it feels good. I know that some of you probably were a bit upset that there wasn't any videos, but sometimes I gotta just take a little time off. I was pretty clear with everyone when I set off for Iceland, which, by the way, was awesome. I had a great time. It's a beautiful country. There's not much daylight, though, so we had to kind of get everything done. And I did record, of course, so hopefully there will be a little Iceland vlog coming your way. Not entirely sure when. It takes me ages to get those edited and sorted. Right, so let's go and check something, because if this works, this could be major progress for the Green Empire. I'm not sure what this is. What? Has someone made a little thing here? Ooh, hello. That actually spooked me a little bit. So what I'm going to do is go up here, and we're going to go all the way up if we can. Now, I think some of you know what we're up to. Here we are. We've reached bedrock. It was actually quite a long way up. I suppose it's kind of the opposite of what you would do normally. Now, what we need to find is a breach. Well, not really. There's not going to be a hole, but there'll be an area where there's only one block, and I think that would be it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's hope so. I don't think there's much chance of finding anything else. So we're going to try and get on top of the nether. Now I know this is possible in many versions, in many different ways, but the one that I remember working was you get in a minecart, which we're going to do. Let's do it now. Alright, so if we place down the rail, then we place the minecart. Oh my goodness, I hope this works. And then, uh-oh. No, 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 no. No, okay, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Oh! Yes, we're on top of the nether. I can't build. I can't. What's the point? Also, how do I get back? You know what? I don't think I've thought this through. I don't think I've thought this through at all. You know, you could say I done messed up really badly. I thought I could build here. I honestly thought I could build here. This looks like a build limit, so this is a no-brainer. I'm such a fool. I could have sworn that there was like 4 blocks worth of building availability up here. How could I have got this so wrong? I think there's nothing for it. I haven't got anything too valuable. I've only got, yeah, stone and diamond stuff and... Oh, no. This isn't good. Yep, nothing for it. It's got to be done. Good day. Not gonna lie, that hurt a little bit to do, but we've got tons of resources. We could just stockpile back up on the cobblestone. We might need to smelt some more stone, though. Thank goodness it was only really diamond tools we lost, because, I'll be honest, I was carrying around my beloved snow and clay everywhere. I must admit, though, that was rather a waste of time, because I was sure that we would be able to build there. And if we were able to, what I was going to do was put some chests there, hide some stuff, and more importantly, make portals. And the idea that I had was that I was going to put portals absolutely, not everywhere, but around, so that it would link up people's bases much more conveniently than having to make this arduous journey. Now, I really, really need to just get on and make this better. Now, don't you dare. I could have sworn I hit that back. I've been trying to thicken this up every time I go along, but I will be completely honest with you, I really don't like making this journey. It's odd. I don't know who originally made this. I hope it wasn't me. What's going on there? Look at the mess people are making. I can't deal with this. What I was going to do was make sort of a nice looking bridge, perhaps maybe not with any arches because I'm not playing around with that lava, but I could just go along and make a more direct route in case, well, instead of just doing this malarkey. Even though it's a bit thicker of a bridge now, it is rather annoying. Now, the reason I'm here, oh my goodness, what is going on? There's 1 block of obsidian, 1 block of cobblestone, and 1 block of wood. What is going on? And it's blocked up? I don't really know what's going on here. Whoa. That's a serious amount of obsidian. Who spent the time mining that? I remember just getting enough, like, for those portals, and that was killer. Absolutely killer. Look at this mess. This is exactly why we're here. Grian is here to clean up shop. So I guess we'll start off by making the terrain look a bit nicer. I forgot. We made a TNT house. Maybe that's why it's obsidian, and maybe that's why the bakery has been destroyed. Who was foolish enough to fall for that? Honestly. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not gonna go near the bakery, but I do want to tidy up spawn, not just because the TNT has clearly made a lot of mess. Now, I did make it as a joke. It wasn't even meant to be a prank. I thought it was so obvious what it was. So obvious that it would just, you know, people would just be like, haha, funny joke, Grian. Ugh. Anyway, let's get on and fix up spawn a little bit. Now, this is a mess. I think it's meant to be... Oh, it's an obsidian thing, so it just generates obsidian for you to mine. Oh, I guess that's where they just went AFK and mined it for hours. I think we can possibly spruce this up a little bit. Oh, if only we had spruce. My favorite block in the game. Maybe soon. Maybe soon. Whoa. Is Minnie's house destroyed or is it just not loaded? Oh my goodness, his house is wrecked. Big B's slowly making progress. He hasn't actually made a lot though. Minnie's house has either been blown up or destroyed, or maybe it's being renovated. Maybe it's been burned. What has happened? And why is there obsidian there? Let's do a little bit of investigating. Oh my goodness. What the devil has happened here? Everything's gone. This is mad. If someone did this to my base, you guys know there would be hell to pay. What has gone on here? I mean, he's still got some of his stuff here. He can't have moved. I'm just baffled. Absolutely baffled. He's still got chests and stuff. Maybe he did it to himself. Maybe this is all just a cover-up. He did it. It's like a murder mystery going on here. Maybe someone pranked him? Or maybe he did it himself? Or maybe I just can't see it, because we know for a fact that no one would go, and even I, the great TNT Lord himself, would not just go and destroy someone's base. Like, yeah, one TNT does a little bit of damage, very repairable. Or the TNT house, not actually going to do much damage except to the floor. Whenever I place TNT, I don't do it with the intention of ever griefing someone. Yeah, maybe causing a little bit of havoc, but never ever to do something like that. So maybe someone's trying to frame me because I use TNT so much. I bet they've been using my spawner. I bet they have. I don't think they would go and farm that much creepers stuff by themselves. So I'm a little bit suspicious, and I don't know what's going on, so we're going to have to keep our eyes out. So sometimes you need to get an aerial view. Now, obviously, I can't fly. No, there's no creative mode, and I definitely don't have any fly hacks. So I need to go up here and take a look at how spawn is currently looking. So as you can see, I've patched up an awful lot of the land, and it's starting to grow back all of its grass. That is a mess over there, but I'm going to constitute anything in spawn. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of mess over there. Oh, they have not been taking good care of this area. I don't like that pond. I'm going to... do I want to remove it? Anyway, I was thinking to add something here. There's something central, like a plaza or some flowers or something. I'm not sure. We need to fix that up. We then need to probably fix this up a little bit. It looks a bit odd. Oh yeah, and we wanted to improve that. And I probably want to create a few pathways as well. There's a lot of work to be done here. A big mistake that people make when they terrain is that they often have very unnatural looking terrain. So this in one big line, it doesn't look right. It definitely would not spawn that way naturally. So what we need to do is kind of smoothen it up a bit. So I've got like 2, 2, and then maybe 1, another 1, and then try and like even it out a bit and make it really long. That way you get a nice smooth edge that doesn't look like it was placed so much. I mean, you can still kind of tell. You can be really, really good at terraining and still not be able to mimic perfect random generation like Minecraft has. I just want this surrounding area to look a bit better, and it's clearly just been marred by creepers non-stop, and people haven't bothered to clean it up properly, so over time it's just become a little bit muddled. But it's a good job done, and hopefully we'll have it looking nice. Now, who does this? Who plants a nice big tree and then just leaves it floating like that with a pile of mess underneath? Absolutely despicable and unforgivable. Wait, was that me? Did I do... No, I didn't do this. There'd be no reason except for me making the property police station, and I don't actually recall using much wood, so... Was it me? I don't think so. I don't think so. That is looking pretty good. I know I skipped a lot of stuff, but it was taking a really long time, so I actually decided to do a bit of off-work camera. And I think this has come out really, really well. Let me give you a quick show from up... Ooh, ooh. There was a bit of lag there. I almost fell off. So, what I've done is I've added a bit of a sort of garden, I've added a few chairs around, and the main thing that I've done is just tidied up all of the little bits of terrain. I've fixed all the holes. I just added a little roof over that thing to try and make it look a bit nicer. As you can see, that's the kind of thing that we were dealing with before, just a messy terrain with loads of holes in it. But I've added loads of paths and lots of the long grass around with some flowers. Obviously, I'm limited on the flowers that I can use, so let's go down and have a look. I actually realized that the transformation it's actually really noticeable. I added in some trees, and it's mainly just about making it feel more united, like it all flows together. Nettie's place actually dominates the entire scene. The property police station is there. I left that there because it's, you know, part of the Evo history, I suppose. Train station hasn't really changed at all, but it's just the pathways which were here before. Like, this was all here. The subway was obviously made. But this is just here to try and make it look a bit nicer. I think it's done a pretty good job, but it's definitely missing something. And I made this big fountain in the middle, but there's obviously something missing here. Let me fix that. That's better. Yeah, I decided to add a Grian head. Now, actually, it's really difficult to make my hair in this version because look what happens if I try and add a slab, and look what it looks like if I add a staircase. It doesn't look good, so I can't make my hair perhaps as neatly as I normally would. So maybe in a future update I can come back and fix that. But you know it's me, and that's the main thing. Actually, I could do something. There we go. That looks a lot better. So all I did was add a couple of slabs there, and it just makes the hair look less square, but it's the best I can do. Now, this little chunk here out of my hair really, really bothers me, but it doesn't look right if it's there. Like, if I put a block there, it doesn't... Actually, that probably looks a bit better. I'll leave it in. But it doesn't look that good with it there, and it definitely doesn't look good with it out. So it's just something that I have to deal with. The great thing about this, okay, is I'm about 80% sure someone's gonna think that there's something inside, and they'd be right. Because if you actually go inside of the head, I just left a funny little sign that says, "Get out of my head." Pretty simple. I imagine that the Evo guys probably won't stand for this, but it's kind of just a nod to the fact that I cleaned up Spawn, basically. I should probably leave a sign so people know it was me. Go Spawn Rejuvenation by Grian 2018. That is pretty cool. I'm very happy with how this has come out, but as soon as you leave Spawn, it's very apparent that we're still inside a beta server, as there is no grass there. So look at all that mess. Look, that's cobblestone over in the distance. What is that? That's a Nando's logo. What is going on in this server? Yeah, I didn't have any bricks to fix this, but I did repair what I could from the bakery explosion. Although that was technically Minnie's fault, but I repaired it nonetheless. It's actually quite a pleasant walk around Spawn now. Possibly just because my head is there, but we'll leave that by the by. And also, guys, the channel hit 2 million subscribers while I was away. Actually, it hit 2 million on New Year's Eve itself. So I hit 2 million within 2017. What a milestone for the channel for a new year. Absolutely amazing. Now, it can't have escaped your attention, those of you that have been following my channel for ages, that I don't tend to do milestone videos in particular. And that's kind of because I don't really know how to thank people or like what I should do. I mean, I could do, 2 million Minecraft houses and fly around or something, but it's not, I don't know. The only one that I ever did was a 100k subscriber special, and I ate some jelly beans that tasted awful. And I haven't done anything since because, if I'm honest, my goal on YouTube when I sort of was, starting to do well was 100,000 subscribers, and I hit that, and then I celebrated it, and it just kept going. And I just haven't known how to process it ever since, to be honest. So I've kind of just not celebrated. So I don't know what to do. Maybe I will celebrate 2 million, maybe I won't, but I still haven't really done 1 million subscribers. Either way, I wanted to say thank you for your support. Now, obviously, not all 2 million of those people actually watch the channel. It's more like 200,000 of you. So to those 200,000 of you that watch Evo on a regular basis, You are amazing. Thank you so much. You are the reason that I'm able to do this for a living, and I'm very appreciative of it. Anyway, that's pretty much all that I wanted to do today. I'm actually really quite a fan of how this is transformed. I want to continue building stuff in my base, but the problem is I'm really starting to hit a wall now because everything that I want to design, I need those slabs and those upside down staircases for my more complicated looking builds. And I just can't do it with the abilities that I have now. I would have to build it massive to have the full block technique. And it seems almost silly to make a big version just so that I have to change it later. I don't know. I'll think on it some more. As you can see, I had to make a few trips back to my base during the construction of that because I ran out of resources and I didn't bring some things and etc, etc. But I started making this as I was going. The only problem is that ghasts like to throw their fireballs at me while I'm building it, which is, of course, pretty dangerous. But in this version, I don't think they knock back. I was under the impression that ghast fire usually makes you get knocked back, and that's kind of what make it dangerous. But on this version in particular, it seems that the ghasts only really do damage and they break netherrack. The cobblestone is invulnerable, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Yes! So I'm protected by this, which is why I'm making the too high wall. But it's going to be a while before I can link it up to that, which is the other section of this. The only problem is if I get hit and I get scared, then I will jump off the edge just out of sheer fright. I'm sure on the channel before you've seen me jump, and it looks a little something like this. And anything could happen. I also realized that the nether is probably the ugliest part, but I don't consider this part of my base. This is literally just for moving around, so I'm really not worried about this looking good. Maybe one day I'll come back to this and improve it, but for the most part, I'm really not that fussed, and I'm definitely not going to have enough blocks to get all the way over there. And I have a feeling dirt might be one of the blocks that gets destroyed by ghasts. I'm not worried. Oh! Ow. Go away. Oh, I've overshot. Whoa. Whoa. Just keep moving. If you keep moving, they're not going to hit you, right? Uh-oh. Dirt gets destroyed. Dirt gets destroyed. Dirt gets destroyed. No. Yeah, if I keep moving, I'll be okay. Oh my goodness, it's destroying the bridge. Why did I do that? Are they firing snowballs? No! Well, that's the end of the episode. Goodbye, everyone.